The Incredibles isn't just a fun family movie, it's packed with hidden details that deepen the story. If you thought you saw everything, think again. There's more beneath the surface. And we're here to show you 10 hidden details in The Incredibles that you missed. But before I get into them, remember to like and subscribe. Inspiration comes from many sources. If you take a look at the stained glass window in the church where Helen and Bob get married, it looks very similar to the eye in the Incredibles logo.
Coincidence? I think not!
Mr. Incredible was one of the most popular superheroes before being forced into hiding. There's a neat little item that shows this in the movie. During the scene where Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible stop a purse snatcher, one of the contents of the purse was a Mr. Incredible Pez dispenser. Whoever owned that purse had good taste. There is a touching tribute at the end of the movie many people may not know about. Near the end of the movie, you see two old men applauding with a huge crowd because the Incredibles saved the city. These two old men are designed after animators Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston, who belong to the Nine Old Men, a core group of Disney animators who worked on some of Disney's most popular films from the 1920s to the 1980s. Frank passed away less than a month before the release of The Incredibles, and Ollie passed away in 2008. There is a hidden detail during Bob and Helen's wedding that turns a rather happy day to a sad one. Among the people in attendance at the wedding, there are some familiar superheroes sitting with Edna. We see Gazerbeam, Dynaguy, Stratogale, Thunderhead, and Metaman. Every hero except Gazerbeam died because they wore a cape, and Gazerbeam was killed by one of Syndrome's robots. I can only imagine how these deaths affected Edna. The business card Bob gets from Mirage after she convinces him to get back into the superhero game has a cleverly hidden detail. If you convert the phone number to letters, excluding the area code, it spells out SUPRHRO, or superhero. Genius. Admit it, we all wanted to ride shotgun in Mr. Incredible's Incredibile. His car was filled with all sorts of technology, which was way ahead of its time, including GPS. There's a cool hidden detail regarding the streets that Mr. Incredible sees on his GPS. Two streets on his GPS are Magnolia Street and Vallejo Street, two very real streets surrounding Pixar Studios in California. A common question many have when it comes to this movie is, what year does it take place? People have deduced that it takes place sometime in the 1960s. But one little detail in a newspaper article gives the exact year. In the scene where Mr. Incredible is reading about superheroes that are missing, you can see the date on the front of the newspaper, which tells us that The Incredibles takes place in 1962. Disney loves to throw in neat little Easter eggs to remind us that all of their movies are connected. During the robot fight scene at the end of the movie, you can see Doc Hudson from Cars make a small appearance. Cars didn't come out until 2 years after The Incredibles, but the production was well underway in 2004, so Disney decided to throw in Doc Hudson to promote it and get people excited for their next movie. Disney not only loves to throw in Easter eggs, but they reference a particular number in almost every Pixar movie that is also an inside joke among animators. When Helen comes to rescue Bob, she sees that he is being held in level A1, cell 13.
Forever!
The number A113 references the classroom number A113 at the California Institute of the Arts, where graphic designers and character animation students go to learn the art of animation. This final hidden detail shows us another aspect of Mr. Incredible's incredible superpowers. We all know that his main power is super strength, but if you look closely on his desk, during the scene where Mirage is trying to recruit him, there's a jar full of bullets with a label that says, "Bullets that bounced off my chest." He truly is Mr. Incredible. There you have it, 10 hidden details in The Incredibles that you missed. I hope you learned something new. Remember to like and subscribe if you are a fan of videos like this. See you next time.